Now, once you have the objectives, once you have found all the variables, you know that in your research these are the variables. You know that okay, these are the confounders, these are the factors that are affecting, and I'm going to take care of that. You have identified all such things. You have the clear cut objectives. Now you have to conduct the research, and this is the time. Now you can proceed for the research. Up to here, you have done the literature survey, you have done the group discussions, you have conducted the expert brainstorming, all possible means you have adopted feasibility studies, everything you have adopted to find out the problems. And this is the biggest achievement. And the problem, finding the problem is crucial actually. Once you found the problems, then doing the research is not a difficult job. So up to here you have found the problem, and once you have the clear cut objectives, then actually you need to think that how to conduct the research. Now you are going to proceed for the research. And for proceeding the research means you should go for preparing the research design, or you can say that study design. So you are going to prepare the study design. So broadly actually there are two kinds of research design. One is the descriptive and analytic. There may be many more. Okay, so descriptive means what? You are just observing the things. So whatever is happening, you are not going to do anything. You are just observing, and this is the kind of descriptive. And most of the time, you are going to get the answer for the what instead of how or how many. So, like somebody may be some may be conducting the research, and he say that okay, I'm going to conduct the research, and I am in my research, I want to visit this particular village, and I want to see the uh, lifestyle of that particular village, the rituals they are going to do, and their festivals and everything. So you are not doing anything, you are not going to prove anything, you are just going to observe the thing what I already have, already things are already done, and you are just going to find out that okay, these people's are lifestyle of these people are this, they are how they are going to survive. You can find the answers, whether they are going to survive on the forest with the help of the forest, or they are going to go for the farming, or they are going for the some other means. So, okay, in the literature, say for example, if you are going for the Hindi literature, then you can say that okay, there may be some writers they have, and you may want to work on some particular writers. You can take some two different writers, and they may try to work on what they have written and what questions they have raises to the society. Is all such studies are the descriptive studies, like the case report. Somebody has some different experience, unlike experience. Okay, this is the sometimes you are doing just like you are teaching to your student, and some new experience you may get in the class, and you can report that okay, yes, just yeah, earlier you know that earlier exam was not the open book examination, and students were adopted the number of unfair means, number of ways to do the unfair means. So sometimes we have identified the unfair means they are using that is not happened earlier. So some new technology they are going to use. So some new experience once you have. This is the case report. You can mention the case report. And once you discuss with somebody that okay, yes, my students was doing the unfair means by this means, then somebody may say that okay, my students also doing like this. Somebody may say that my students, two, three students are also doing like this. And then you need, you may be interested to find out the data of those students, and this will become the case series so that you may be able to identify what are the reasons, why students are adopting this kind of technology for the unfair means. So you may get some more rich information once you go for the case series. And cross sectional, this happens only once. If you are teaching in the class and someone is seeing their messages in the mobile phone, someone is doing their own work, someone is writing some, so this is the observation at that moment, at that point of time only, not the period of time. So that is the cross sectional study. So on behalf of that one period of time, at that point of time you have the judgment about the students. Okay, someone is playing with their mobile, so you have the judgment about the student that okay, the student is not serious. Someone is playing the game, you have the judgment. Someone is sincerely observing you, you come to know that okay, he is very sincere. So what opinion you are framing at once, that is the cross sectional study. So sometimes you will find the qualitative study also, so qualitative, once you go for the qualitative study or qualitative research design, then you are going to more deeply, you are going to more deep as compared with descriptive study. So here you can use the mathematics. Whenever you are going to qualitative study, you can use the mathematics or some other means. You may try to prove, beside the description, you can try to prove some the nature, maybe some natural phenomena or something happen. So you want to prove with the help of some kind of means. You maybe use of the mathematics or some other means. So descriptive study and qualitative study is the, once you go for the qualitative, this is more deeply you are going to study as compared with the descriptive. When you go for the analytic research design, then say if I told you that okay, for the pandemic situation, I mentioned the example. I'm going to consider the incident rate of the hospitalization and the death due to COVID-19 in India during the period from January to May 2021. So this is the objective, and which kind of research design is suitable? Analytic, you can go for the analytic, because here you have to deal with the numbers. When you are going to deal with the number, that is the analytic data. You are measuring the things. And once you go for the grammars, like I have given you examples for the grammars, learning the context-free grammars, that is the qualitative design, qualitative research design. So along with the description, actually it is the descriptive, but you are going to more depth study. You are going to find out some new way of learning the grammars, and you can say that okay, this is the change. This is the change you have done. Okay, in the learning the grammars. This is the, you can say that okay, this is the new way of learning the grammars. So that is the qualitative. You have to go for the qualitative research design. Most of the time in the qualitative research design also, or whenever you are going to analytic research design, you have to, means analytic research design you are going to do along with the descriptive. So you have to say that okay, you have observed that okay, this much, these are the males, these are just like the hospital, you are getting the hospital data for the COVID-19, male, female, hospitalization, recovered, etc. So these are the qualitative data. And once you say that okay, number of females, number of males, these are the आपका numeric data. So you have analytic, you are going to go for the quantitative data actually. So you have to go for the analytic study. So once you go for the analytic study, you are going to do more jobs as compared with the descriptive one. Now you can say that okay, this much percent, this is the percentage of that rate, or this is the percentage of recovery, or then you can say that this group is more efficient by this group by this much percentage, like this. So nowadays, while you are going to do the qualitative study also, you have to do some kind of, you have to play with, you have to do some kind of measurement also. Like once you go for the context-free grammar, and people have learned the grammar using some different means. So once you have used the tree automata method for learning the context-free grammar, then you have to see that what is the running time of your algorithm. Means if somebody use your algorithm methodology, what is the time of your system, means robot will take to learn the new concept. If you are giving the, if you have, if you are going to train the robot for learning the new language, and you have written the algorithm for learning the context-free grammars, and you supply the uh, algorithm, then robot is going to learn. And once robot is going to learn, earlier also there may be the several robots are going to learn the context-free grammars, and you are going to make the robot to learn in some different, using the different method, like tree automata you are going to use. So how will say that your method, your work is uh, can be added into the body of knowledge, means it has some, how you can position your work. So once you want to add the body of knowledge, then you have to prove the efficiency of your work, and you can say that yes, my algorithm is faster as compared with other algorithm. Other algorithms may take more time for finding the answers, but my algorithm takes less time. Like someone has prepared his or her own Google search engine, for example, search engine, and you are searching, and Google search may take, say, for example, 5 microsecond times for searching that some terms, and your search engine may take some time, say, for example, 4 microsecond. Then you can say that my search engine is better as compared with the Google search engine, because it takes 4 microsecond for searching this, and the Google search engine takes 5 microsecond. So you have to also do the some measurement in the, along with the qualitative. You have to do some measurement also. Whenever you are going to compare the two groups, you have to go for the experimental designs. So you are observing the things in some period of time. Say somebody may select the number of patients, and he is going to observe the effect of the post-COVID. After the COVID, after recovering the COVID, he or she, uh, how is going to, uh, what is the impact in the future life. So how they are going to recover. So impact of COVID you can go to. So you can, this kind of things you can go for the experiment. You are observing, and you are observing the group. You have the two different groups, and you are going to give the different treatments for the different groups, and you are observing that which group is going to perform well and which is not going to perform well. So you can go for the experimental research design. So most of the uh, students who are in the applied science, like applied science, applied physics, applied chemistry, and mostly they are going for the experimental research design. Those who are from the mechanical or management side, okay, most of the time they are going for the uh, uh, analytic research design. And the people who are from the computer background, artificial intelligence, electronics, they are going for the descriptive or qualitative research designs most of the time. So up to here, actually, you have identified your area of interest. Okay, then you have gone for the objective, then you have done the literature search, then you have defined the operational variables, then you have identified the confounders. Then after getting the clear cut of research objective, you have decided the research design. So once you have prepared the research design, then your next job start.